Hey y'all, it's Ricky T. I'm here at the Taylor Plantation on a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous day in beautiful Beech Grove, Indiana. It's the last day of May. We are going to bring June in with a bang. After work was over, me and the wife has been sitting out. We've had a few cocktails. Baby, there it is. God bless America. I want to apologize ahead of time. This is my 5th rum and coke in like the last 90 minutes. It's like 80 degrees out and they're just going down like water. It's just beautiful. It's delicious. So anyway, what I'm here to talk to you guys about for a few minutes is all y'all who are friends of mine on Facebook. You know I love the barbecue thing. You know I love to cook. You know I love to grill. You know I love to smoke some delicious, awesome meats. Do it all the time. I post pictures on Facebook all the time. In the summertime, it's great. I love it. It's that time of year. I'm kicking it off. But sometimes when you're doing a long cook, which generally a pork butt, which is really a pork shoulder, and brisket are your two really long cooks. Brisket is normally 12-13 hours. A butt, depending on the size, can be anywhere from 9 hours to 20 hours. It's normally, for me, between, I would say it's normally between 12 to 15 hours. And normally what I do is I'll light the smoker up at about 10 o'clock at night, get it rolling, put the meat on, go to bed, let it cook overnight. I've got my app on my phone for my meat thermometer. So if I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, I can check it to see if if there's any issues or anything. And there have been times when I've had to come down and fix something. One night it started raining when it wasn't supposed to. One night I've got like this pail that just kind of sets on some prongs with water in it to keep everything moist. One night it had fallen off and was sitting on the coals, causing the temperature to go down to like 170 when you want it to be 125, 150, somewhere in that ballpark. So I get up and I fix it. If I didn't have that thermometer with the Bluetooth, I would never have known, and the cook would have been screwed. Which I'm going to do a separate video about a new thermometer I'm getting, some new technology. It's awesome. You're going to love it. But here's the deal. Sometimes the situation is such that you don't have that kind of time to smoke something for whatever reason. Usually it's weather related. So as you guys know, all of my friends here in Indianapolis, we've had a lot of rain. And even over the last week or two, it hasn't been like all day raining all the time, but you get like an hour or two here or there. So if you're doing a 12 to 15 hour smoke and it's overnight, you can't really have any rain, because if it rains and it's raining on top of your smoker and all the vents are open, that water is going to get in there, it's going to extinguish the fire, and again, you're screwed. So we had this pork butt. We thawed it a couple of days ago. It's been thawed for 2 days. I was going to put it on the smoker last night, but I saw there was a 60% chance of rain over like a 2 to 4 hour period. So I'm like, I don't want to gamble. I don't want to screw it up. So what do? It's been thawed for a couple of days. It really needs to be cooked. There was rain overnight. You don't want to mess it up. So what do? So I'm going to talk to you guys. Sometimes you got to cheat, okay? So here's what I did. I didn't put it on last night. I waited until I got up this morning. I worked from home. And I got a little bit of a slow start because it's Friday. So about 10:30 or so, I start getting everything rolling. You know, get everything fired up, get the charcoal, get the hickory, and I actually used cherry. A lot of times I'll use apple with the hickory. Today I used cherry, just mixing it up a little bit, and I put it on. But I knew if we were going to have it for dinner tonight, it'd be no way it'd be done, right? Because it takes 12 to 15 hours. So you can cheat, and here's how you cheat. you're really only going to get 3 or 4 hours of really good smoke. And after that, the whole smoke process is done. And really all it's doing is cooking. You really want to get it through what's called the stall. The stall is more of a big deal with brisket than it is with pulled pork, but any low and slow cook, you're going to have the stall. During the stall, what that means is it hits a temperature normally around 150 to 165, and it sits there for several hours, and you don't see the temperature rise at all. Now, rookies at the whole barbecue thing start freaking out, thinking something's wrong, whatever. It's perfectly normal with brisket and with a pork shoulder for that to happen. During that 2, 3, 4 hour period, when the temperature just sets still at whatever, like 155 or whatever, what's happening during that period of time is all the tendons in the meat are breaking down. And that's why you want to do the low and slow. The lower temperature, it allows that to happen to where the tendons break down so that the meat is tender and you can pull it and it's not a rough ass piece of meat. And so basically, if you can get the meat smoked and get through that stall, after that it's just cooking. And on your smoker, you're between 225 and 250. So it's going to take a long time to get from like 155, 160 up to you want it at 195 to 205. So you still got a good 50, 60 degrees of cooking to do at 225, 250. That's going to take hours. So what did I do? I let this son gun cook for like 5.5 hours. At about 5 o'clock or so, it would have cooked for about 5, 6 hours. We were at 165 degrees. At that point, it's just cooking. If I leave it on the smoker, which is right over here, my beautiful, beautiful Weber Smoky Mountain smoker, it's still the best one on the market. I recommend it to anybody. But at 165, all at that point it's doing is just cooking. You've smoked, all the smoke from the hickory and the cherry is done. You've hit your stall. You're at the back end of your stall. So what do? What did I do? I went inside. I turned the oven on 475. Okay? Let it preheat. So we've been at 225, 250, rolling real slow. You're going to cook it a lot faster at 450, 475. And at this point, again, all you're doing is cooking. The tendons have been broken down. Smoking is done, so now you're cooking. So now we can cook it. You no longer need the low and slow at this point. So I kind of cheated, and it's in the oven. Okay? We're going to be pulling it out here pretty soon. We're really close now. What I'm going to do, I've got my phone with the camera on my little tripod. I'm going to pick it up. I'm going to walk inside, and we're going to check it out. Okay? And so, well, it would probably take another 4 or 5 hours. You can probably get done in an hour to hour and a half in the oven at a much higher temperature. I'm in the house. We're going to walk in. The dog follows me around everywhere I go. He loves me. He's in love with me. So I'm going to walk over to the stove, and I'm going to show you. We're at about 180 now, somewhere. Let me check it. I'm going to check it real quick. What I did was we're at about 180 right now. I'm going to open the stove. The stove is open. I hope you can see that. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. It's dark. It's black. It's got the crust. It's cooking. And in about 30 minutes, it'll be done. I went ahead. I got my old iGrill 2. It's a Bluetooth meat thermometer. I'm getting ready to upgrade to a cloud-based thermometer. The Bluetooth only has about 150 to 300 feet of you go beyond that, it kicks off. Whereas when that one was new, I'm going to do a video on this. I don't want to say too much. When that one was new, it was the best on the market. The problem is with this newer house that I have, it's bigger than my old house, and my bedroom is way on the other side of the house than where the deck is, where my smoker is. So it's out of range. At the old house, my bedroom was right up against the deck, and I could put my phone down right next to my bed where I laid on my little bedstand. And if I got up in the middle of the night, I could check it. I'm too far away now. So I got to do something better. So I'm going to do the web-based thing. On that one, you could drive 500 miles and you could still see what the temperature was at home because it's internet-based, cloud-based. So that's going to allow me on an overnight smoke, if I'm laying in bed, I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, I can check it. If there's a problem, I can go down and fix it. On a long smoke, I normally have to at least one time get up and add some more charcoal. So we're at about 180. I've got about 15 to 20 more degrees to go and it'll be done. But anyway, as I walk back outside, dog's right there and Allie's right there. But anyway, as I walk back outside, if you're a little stretched for time and you don't have 12 to 15 hours, maybe you got 8 to 10 hours, that's how you can kind of cheat on a low and slow. Let me move this up. On a low and slow cook. I'm back outside. You got to get past the smoke, you know, where you're smoking, where the hickory and any other wood you have in there is done. Normally within 2 to 4 hours, that's done. Once you get to about 160, 165, you're past that plateau. You can throw it in the oven and finish it. And you know what? If you got people coming over, they'll never know. They'll never ever know. So just wanted to throw that out to y'all. The dog, check it out. He's wanting to play. He's wanting to play tug of war. I'm not doing it right now though. But that's how you can kind of speed up a low and slow cook. Thought I'd throw that out to you. It was one of those things, I don't like to do it just because when it comes to the barbecue, I like to do it the right way. But you can do it this way in a bind. Nobody never know. It'd be fantastic. I put a Cajun rub on it. It's beautiful. It's gonna be delicious. But that's what you do. If you gotta cheat a little bit and you wanna save 3, 4, 5 hours, that's what you do. All right? So if you got any questions, any comments, I always love it. Let me know what you think. I'll probably put this on YouTube in a little bit. If you go to YouTube, I'm at Ricky T. That's my name on YouTube. Subscribe and hit the bell so you get notifications. At some point, if I get enough people following me on YouTube, I'm gonna monetize, baby. It's America. God bless America. I'm gonna make some money. That's what I'm gonna do.
Press the like button.
All right? Yeah, you gotta press the like button. Allie's over here. The kids know the social media better than I do. So anyway, that's it. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your life. Y'all know I love you. And until next time, as always, God bless America.